Well, good evening and welcome to our first ever President's Circle Golden Hour. I am Barbara Krumsiek, a Gold Award Girl Scout and President of the Board of Directors for Girl Scouts Nation's Capital. So honored to be in that position. Our CEO, Lydia Soto-Harmon, joins me to celebrate you, our dedicated donors, and our Girl Scout family who make Girl Scouts Nation's Capital the premier leadership organization for girls in the country. Tonight, we gather to say thank you for supporting every girl in our council who benefits from Girl Scouting. Your investment offers financial stability, sustainability to provide our Girl Scouts an opportunity to make their communities and the world a better place. While you are enjoying the treats and cheer in your President's Circle Golden Hour Spirit Box, you will hear from a fantastic Gold Award Girl Scout, Elena. You will also see the impact made by our officer awardees, the Hearst Foundation and Kathy and Dick Burton. They help ensure we stay true to our mission to build girls of courage, confidence, and character who know that nothing is out of reach because they are Girl Scouts. The theme this evening is truly ours is a circle of friendships united by our ideals. That is a quote from our founder, Juliet Gordon Lowe. This quote from our founder was selected because our President's Circle dinner is indeed a circle that connects all of us together. Circles were developed to support individuals to become connected in the community and to make friendships and relationships that last a lifetime. And Girl Scouting is indeed a circle. I remember growing up as a Girl Scout in Queens and hoping that all the knowledge I would learn would propel me forward to a full life. While that picture is up, and I was probably 10 in that picture, I will show you that this is that sash. I still have it, I treasure it, and it's my troop 4865 in Queens and the exact same sash. All these years later, as I preside over my first President's Circle Golden Hour, I think about the important role Girl Scouts had in my life, in developing friendships and in developing my ideas as a leader. So tonight, I invite you to have fun, to remember that we are a circle and we are united by the ideals, that together we can make a big difference in the lives of girls in our communities. And clearly our donors and volunteers, I will give a shout out here to West Virginia. This picture is, I was visiting a cookie booth in West Virginia last weekend. Clearly our donors and volunteers make it possible for girls to have a circle of friendships where they can learn and grow. Thank you. Because of all of you, our Girl Scouts will grow up to be young women with strong voices and have the courage and confidence to navigate this complex and exciting world. Let us start the evening by inviting Kathy and Dick Burton's 3 granddaughters and all of you, Lila, Claire, and Mira, to lead us in the promise. Over to you, girls.
On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law.
Disappeared.
Thank you, girls. Now, I would like to invite Nikki Clifton's daughter, Olivia Pierre, to lead us in the Girl Scout law.
I will do my best to be honest and fair, friendly and helpful, considerate and caring, courageous and strong, responsible for what I say and do, and to respect myself and others, respect authority, use resources wisely, make the world a better place, and be a sister to every Girl Scout.
Thank you, Olivia. It's so nice to see so many new and so many familiar faces here tonight. I'm curious, how many President's Circles have you all been to? Let's take a quick poll. And do I need to do something to start the poll or?
Oh, I think there it is. The poll is up.
Okay, the poll is up, and please click in. How many, and you can count tonight. So it's.
Yeah, count tonight. Good point.
especially want to welcome
Wow,
everyone who's
look at
joining
that.
us for the first time. And those
Woo!
who've been with us for many years, we're delighted you're here again tonight.
Wow, that's awesome.
Oh, here's the results. Okay, mostly 2 to 5 years, a couple of more than 15 years, 11 to 15. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm supported in my role as president by a talented group of volunteer board members. First, let me recognize the officers of the board who bring a wealth of knowledge and passion for Girl Scouting. I'm so grateful for their partnership. The officers who are with us this evening, Kathleen, Antoinette, Natalie, Wendy, Maria, and Jenny. I'd also like to recognize the entire board of directors who are with us this evening. And I don't know if we can put up the full panoply of everyone here, but please wave for our board of directors for those who can see the waves. And now I'd like to also recognize some wonderful guests who are with us this evening. Former presidents Donella Brockington and Diane Tipton.
And Angela Lancaster joined as well.
Oh, and Angela, yes, yay, welcome. And
Kathy McKinless is here.
Kathy
Kathy.
McKinless was in the house.
yes,
Awesome.
okay, whoa, this is an abundance.
Any other former presidents? I don't see you right now. Great.
Okay, and in terms of national board members joining Diane Tipton, Marcus Peacock, and I know a very special welcome for the current interim CEO of Girl Scout USA, Judith Batty, who is with us tonight. I also want to recognize Diane Belk, the founding chair of the Juliet Gordon Low Society. And Jan Verhage, joining us from California, our former Girl Scouts Nation's Capital Executive Director. There are many former board members who are with us tonight, like Meg Armstrong from New York, Emily Lindsay from Florida, Jane Storero from Pennsylvania. If you're a former board member, please write your name in the chat. I'm not going to be able to catch everyone. Joining us also, Christine Brennan, national sports columnist and TV commentator. Also, Sunlin Sirfati, Washington correspondent for CNN. And now I would like to turn it over to Lydia Soto-Harmon, our CEO, who has brilliantly guided our organization for over 10 years and has skillfully reimagined Girl Scouting this past year through these challenging times. Lydia?
Thank you, Barbara. Thank you. It is really quite, I'm a little bit starstruck to see so many of you on this golden hour. Thank you for joining us. I would never have imagined that we were doing this event virtually, but know that we are all Girl Scouts, so we are good at reimagining. So many of you have told me that last year's President's Circle dinner was the last gathering attended in person in Washington. And I must admit that when I said from the podium, enjoy each other's company, because we have no idea when we'll be together again, here we are a year later. I also wanted to acknowledge that it was Faye Field's last President's Circle dinner. Sadly, she passed away at the end of last year. And many thanks to everyone who sent their condolences and made contributions in Faye's memory. Ike Fields, her lovely husband, is with us this evening. And I couldn't be more grateful that you're here celebrating with us her amazing life. I also want to acknowledge that another former board president, Sue Guthridge, we also lost her at the end of last year. And I know her husband, Bob, and daughter and granddaughter are with us. So we also lost Olivia Graham, Pat Enriquez, and so many other Girl Scout greats, and so many other people that we love in this such a challenging time that we're living through. So I'm going to ask that we just take a moment to be silent and to think of all the families that have been impacted this past year, and that we remember them with joy and happiness for the gift they gave us to have been able to get to know them. So a moment of silence. Thank you. Thank you. So we are here. We're all wearing our festive tops And hopefully below you're wearing some comfortable yoga pants and some fuzzy socks. I hope that everyone is enjoying their golden hour spirit box. I wonder if you can, in the chat, write down what is the one item that you have already consumed from your spirit box, because I have gotten a couple emails saying, Lydia, the cookies are gone, the chocolates are gone, the hot Cajun crunch thing is gone. So I'm just interested in learning. Okay, so Danielle ate everything, but share with me what it is in the chat that you've already consumed. As Barbara has said in her opening, the circle of friendship that Juliet Lowe talks about is so important to our organization and our friends at Little Brownie Baker, as indeed part of our circle. We're so happy that tonight we have Jill Manchester, Kristen Delane, and Eric Vinokur from Ferraro, who are the parent company of our longtime baker. 43 years we've had the same bakers, and Little Brownie Baker surely bakes the best cookies in the country. So thank you for that. They also helped us have those delicious Ferrero Rocher chocolates tonight for the Spirit Box, so thank you for that. We also want to do a special thank you to our friends at Lounge 66, who donated the Santa Maria Sparkling Prosecco that you will be enjoying tonight. And I want to also do a quick poll to find out who is with us tonight. Were you a board member, a troop leader, a share volunteer, a Juliet Lowe Legacy Society member, or a Girl Scout fan? Because I know we have some of those here. So if you can answer the poll, that would be great. We would love to see who's in the house. Oh, this is lovely. We have a little of everything in the house as I see the numbers increasing. And we have, it looks like Juliet, so there's almost a top. Oh, look at all the troop leaders. I think we have more troop leaders than anything else. 48 troop leaders, 23 board members. We have share volunteers, Juliet Lowe Legacy Society members, and current and former board members. Thank you all for being with us tonight. I want to take also a special shout out to all of our share volunteers who are with us tonight. They make it possible to do this year after year and help us make sure that we continue to help inspire everybody to be part of what we're doing. So thank you. I also want to say thank you to our all the people who are, I'm sorry, I have the poll on top of my, can we close the poll so that I can see the slide? This is part of, doing a live event. So I can't close that, but so hopefully Danielle or somebody can close the poll. So I want to say congratulations and thank you to all the Women's Advisory Board members that you see on your screen. This is a group of powerful, prominent women who are dedicated to championing the Girl Scout Gold Award, and I am so thrilled that they are with us tonight. And I also want to recognize the many folks who have joined the Major Gift Society, which is our society that you get a personalized pin. I make these pins, and many of you have them for a contribution of $5,000 for 5 years. And I also want you to know that if we were in person, you would be getting this pin from me tonight, but rest assured, I can personally come and deliver it to you wherever you are. I make them while I watch something on television. It used to be Downton Abbey. I think Queen's Gambit is the latest thing that I'm watching. And I also want you to know that if you would like to get a pin, you can talk to me or Betsy or Alexandra Neil Sa. I also want to mention the amazing Juliet Lowe Legacy Society. And this is the beautiful pin that we have for that society. It's designed, it's a silver trefoil. It has a pearl in the center that is part of what our founder sold her pearls to fund the organization. So heartfelt thank you for all the Juliet Lowe Legacy Society members that are with us this evening. I also want to recognize the staff of the Girl Scouts Nation's Capital who have helped me to reimagine how to make sure that Girl Scouting continues. I extend my thanks to each and every one of you on the staff, and especially to the senior team, Colleen, Laura, Betsy, Catherine, Angela, and Ty. And now it's time for you to get your spirit box out, your Prosecco, your champagne flute, And you will need some lemonade and simple syrup. And I think, Barbara, if I can ask you to share how you have all of your items all together ready for the mixologist. I know she put them, she iced them and everything, so she is ready.
I'm afraid
So now,
here's my wine cooler, my cooler and my champagne, and I had my lemonade in there, but I started making it. I started mixing.
good, because the video that I'm about to show you from our mixologist, Denise Sade, is just but a minute. So you have to be quick to do this. So I'm just gonna ask everybody, take a minute, grab your cocktail items so that you are ready to mix. And so with that, I am going to ask that we show the video.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the President's Circle Golden Hour. My name is Denise Sade, and I will be your mixologist for this evening. The recipe in the book, it calls for 2 ounces, but if you would like a little bit more, go ahead and pour it up. I like just a little bit more champagne than I do my lemonade. Next, we're gonna add our simple syrup. If you like it sweet, if not, you do not have to add, or you can add a little bit more, or a little bit less. And lastly, we add our lemonade. And there's your Girl Scout mimosa. So next we're gonna pair our Girl Scout mimosa with our lemon cookie, and cheers to the President's Circle Golden Hour.
Wow, well, that was fast. I hope everybody has their drink in front of them. I'm gonna do mine straight.
Lydia,
Yeah.
I'd like to propose a toast.
Okay, so shall we clink? Woo!
And
Oh, and you have your cookie ready.
I'm
All
ready
right.
for my cookie. I propose a toast to all who are attending this amazing golden hour. If you'll join me in lifting your champagne flute, cheers to every girl who is a Girl Scout today and every girl who will be transformed by this experience. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wonderful. Thank you. Cheers, everybody.
Oh, delicious.
Cheers, cheers.
So as you enjoy your cocktail, let me update you on our council and what we have been doing during this pandemic. We are proud to continue to be the largest Girl Scout council in the country with 78,683 girls and adult members. Adult volunteer recruitment is up, but unfortunately, new girl recruitment has shown a dramatic decline because schools are now not open due to the pandemic. Help us keep the future bright by bringing new girls into Girl Scouting. So if you have a girl or know a girl that is over age 6, please let me know. I can help you. Girl Scouts has pivoted and provided thousands of innovative and fun ways to reach our girls virtually. So they have continued to make an impact in their community. We know girls found ways to make a difference, from showing Girl Scout love to frontline workers, to writing letters to isolated elderly in retirement homes, and even organizing food and supply drives for the increased number of families who need help. Many thanks to the troop leaders, because they are our secret sauce. They make the difference every day. They have done more than 60,000 girl experiences of virtual programming and safely brought girls to meet outside. We are reimagining the future, where both virtual and in-person programming will happen throughout this year. I believe that the circle of friendship that girls have formed will be an important way to safeguard their mental health, their leadership development, and their overall well-being. And you are one of the reasons that we can do this. Last year, we had 203 Girl Scouts who earned the Gold Award. Each one of these girls is a girl the world's need, right, Diane Tipton, our Gold Award champion? And Girl Scout cookie sales are the engine behind every Girl Scout every Girl Scout council in the country. And for our council, cookie sales account for 72% of our budget. And unfortunately, we have seen this year a 50% decline in sales. So we knew that we had to do more to get our girls to be able to sell their cookies out there. So staff made over 6,000 phone calls to parents to encourage their daughters to participate in selling cookies. And we even created a competition for the best Girl Scout cookie video. And I want to share some of the best ones with you right now.
It's Girl Scout cookie season.
My goal this year is to sell 1,250 boxes of cookies.
But we all know how difficult it is to sell cookies this year. Even though it's COVID-19, we can still have fun and sell cookies together. Thank you for helping me learn how to be an entrepreneur.
We got this.
We've got this. We've got this. Good. We got this.
Doesn't that just warm your heart? Oh, those girls are just too cute. I love the Girl Scout entrepreneur. To be 6 years old and to already know that word is just amazing, right? So what we did on top of that is we created a campaign called Mint for Each Other. And this was a corporate campaign. And these are all, I mean, it is heartwarming to me. Special shout out to all our board members whose companies are listed on this slide, and to everybody who supported us. We went out to the business community and we said, how about we declare February Employee Appreciation Month, and you send 4 boxes of Girl Scout cookies to your employees as a thank you. And with this campaign, we have sold over 10,000 boxes of Girl Scout cookies. So thank you to everybody who participated, Sherry, Becker, Vanguard, Deloitte, Aon, everybody who has been so wonderful. And there is still time. If your company wants to do this, send me an email. We can have it ready for you on Monday so that you can send out to your employees. There's only 8 days left in the cookie program. So we are sort of at our final stretch and we want to finish as strong as we can. So thank you for the support. We also launched I guess it's this week, we launched another campaign called Show Samoa Love for Teachers. And this campaign is our gift of caring. So that means that for every box that if you go online and you donate, the Girl Scout Nation's Capital will match it with a box of Girl Scout cookies, and we will deliver them, troops will deliver them to local schools in their community. And I think we're up to, if I'm not mistaken, almost 15,000 boxes already donated. Thank you, Barbara Krumsiek, for helping us with that initiative. So again, if this is something that you would like to do, please be in touch with me, and I can set you up so that you can help us get more love into these amazing teachers that are all going back to school very soon. So we also have done some really crazy fun things this year, believe it or not. We have, yes, and this is Mary Karen Wills golfing. We held our first ever golf classic at the Army Navy Country Club, and we raised $127,000, and many of you were there. I know Ike was there with us and so many others. And we already have a date for the next one that we're doing. It's going to be Monday, October 25th at the Army Navy Club in Arlington. So if you are interested, please contact me or Mary Karen or Betsy. The next thing that we did that was so much fun was we celebrated the 90th anniversary of one of our camps, Camp Mayflather. It's probably one of the oldest Girl Scout camps that has been in continuous use for 90 years. So super excited. And we had a goal to raise $90,000 to help with so many needed repairs for the camp. And we are actually delighted to let you know tonight that we raised $118,000. So many thanks to you this evening who helped make that possible. However, as you know, we have all this good news, but like most nonprofits, this pandemic has impacted our revenue streams from our retail shops to the cookies, which I just mentioned, to our annual donations, which are trending down from last year. So we are here this evening because of our shared belief in the importance of developing confident, capable, courageous girls. And our next speaker, Gold Award Girl Scout Elena has been such a girl since first grade. So Elena, it is a pleasure, and I am so proud to introduce you. So take it away, Elena.
Thank you so much, Lydia. Good evening, everyone. I'm Elena. I'm currently a junior at Langley High School and an ambassador scout from Troop 1692, and it is my complete honor to be the keynote speaker for this year's Presidential Circle Dinner. A little about my Girl Scouting background. My mother was a Gold Award Girl Scout herself growing up in Las Vegas, and scouting quickly became a huge part of her life. So she made sure I was put in Girl Scouts as soon as possible. I started as a daisy with my mom being my troop leader and have been a part of the organization ever since. Going into my final years of scouting, I'm proud to say that I'm following in my mom's footsteps and also working towards my Gold Award. My Gold Award is titled Invisible Borders, a podcast on refugee and immigrant stories. I called my project this because I believe that all too often, talk of refugees and migrants is solely focused on a physical border, paying little to no attention to the hurdles before and after reaching this divide. I created the podcast in hopes of showing the intangible barriers, the invisible borders migrants face in their journey to a new home. Through the podcast, I've been able to meet and talk with some of the most incredible people from around the world. I've conducted interviews with guests in London, Malta, Canada, Kenya, and states in every part of the US. Some of my guests include a pacifistic refugee from Syria, escaping forced military recruitment, a humanitarian psychiatrist who works with child soldiers and border detainees, a visionary Congolese refugee who spent over a decade of his childhood in the largest refugee camp in Malawi, and even our very own CEO on her family story fleeing Cuba. Though my passion and interest for this topic has never been an issue, the logistics of the process has definitely included a learning curve. I'm an avid podcast listener, so going into my award, I knew I wanted that to be my medium. Now, you might think I'd know a lot about journalism and audio editing, as it would be pretty enthusiastic for someone to make their Gold Award a podcast when the most they can do with a laptop is submit homework assignments, and even those aren't always successful. While I went into the project lacking experience on the technological side, I knew I would be listening to some really incredible stories, and I wanted to make sure I could do them justice in the quality of my work. I talked with radio hosts from NPR, freelance podcasters, and refugee psychosocial specialists to learn what types of questions to ask and how to ask them. I listened to several types of podcasts and researched different editing softwares in order to find the best fit for me. Girl Scouts has always taught me to be ambitious and to work outside of my comfort zone, and this has been a mindset I've been able to apply to my Gold Award and beyond. Along with the podcast, I also created a discussion activity on refugees and diversity that's being implemented in elementary and middle school classes across my county. In our globalizing world, teaching youth about this topic is incredibly important, and I see it as a necessary aspect of the project. It's been remarkably inspiring to see the open-mindedness of the students and gives me hope that change and inclusivity is possible. Now, I'm only 16, so there's not much that I can say that I've done in my life yet, but I can confidently say that Invisible Borders has been the most rewarding experience I've ever had. I'm humbled by my guests' vulnerability and sharing deeply personal stories with me, and I feel privileged to have a platform to then share those stories with the rest of the world. Each guest I interview teaches me something new, not just about migrants, but also about perseverance, empathy, and resilience. If you'd like to listen, all the episodes for the podcast can be found at www.invisibleborders.org, and I hope these messages resonate with you just as much as they do with me. One thing I definitely did not plan for in my project proposal, though, was to be working on the project during a pandemic. When COVID-19 hit, everything in my life, and I'm sure in many of yours, was put at a standstill, leaving me and many of my fellow scouts feeling lost. The majority of extracurricular programs gave up once they heard that they could no longer do in-person activities, but Girl Scouts Nation's capital didn't. In the first few weeks of quarantine, I was already receiving countless emails about online opportunities that have been started, from webinars to virtual camps. They truly have been able to adapt to the worst of circumstances in order to provide structure and spirit to the lives of girls across the council. Girl Scouts has always done so much for their members, but I sincerely believe COVID put their abilities to the test, and they've exceeded all expectations. Before I finish, I'd like to thank the countless friends and mentors I found in Girl Scouting for their compassion and guidance, my parents and sister for their endless encouragement, and everyone here tonight celebrating a truly magical organization. Your generosity and continued support has allowed me and my fellow Scouts to have extraordinary experiences and opportunities that have made us the young women we are today. Thank you.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Elena, that was such a wonderful, inspirational speech. You're the excellent keynote speaker for our event. And I know we'll see you on podcasts and in television in the future. You were just phenomenal. Thank you so much, Elena.
Thank you.
This is what happens when we build a pipeline for girls to access incredible opportunities. This is what happens because you have invested in girls. We're going to make a request this evening to continue your donation for these purposes. Your donation this evening will fund the activities that lead to the remarkable Gold Award projects that Elena is speaking of, and also all the experiences that all our girls are able to have through Girl Scouting. Just some examples: $5,000 will support financial aid for our Girl Scouts and adult volunteers. If you're not already a major donor, or even if you are, consider a donation of $5,000 today. Talk about an impactful gift. And don't forget, you get a beautiful handcrafted pin as Lydia watches The Queen's Gambit, as most of us have the last few months. This handcrafted pin will be waiting for you as a major donor. Donate $2,500 today to support a year of Girl Scouting for 10 girls. $1,000 will help us to maintain and upgrade our 8 beautiful camps and high adventure activities. $750 supports girls going on a destination, and we hope there are more of those as we emerge from COVID. $500 supports essential volunteer training. 100% of your donations to SHARE stays within our council to support Girl Scouts and volunteers. Please join me and continue to be generous to this organization. We all believe in it and we all love it. Make another donation tonight to Girl Scouts Nation's capital. Your investment gives this council the resources it needs to ensure that every girl is surrounded by our support. So Lydia, what is the easiest way to make a donation tonight?
You know, in typical Girl Scout fashion, we couldn't just come up with one way to make people, make it easy for people. So you can text Golden Hour to 76278. You can click in the link in the chat. You can also, which I did earlier tonight, you can just hold your phone and put it on the camera, and this QR code, which means quick response code, I didn't know what QR meant for, but it means quick response, will immediately send you to a website where you can make a donation. Or I know that we also have the share envelopes that you got with your Spirit Box. But one of the fun things that we're doing is in real time, we can show you how much we have raised tonight. And so that's here is the list of the people who have donated so far. So we're really excited that people are helping make sure that, you know, in this such a difficult year that we are all having that, and I know that many of you care so dearly for the work that we're doing. So anything and everything and any gift is so appreciated. So we are now going to send people back to their breakout rooms so that you have a little time to mingle and see your friends, and hopefully if you have any issues, you can also make a donation. So with that, I think we're going to send people back to their breakout rooms.
Oh my gosh.
Barbara, you're muted. You have to unmute.
Oh,
there you go.
I'm unmuted. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Look
gosh.
at that.
I think everyone was very busy in that breakout.
Oh my God, so exciting.
Oh,
Thank
look at these donations. Thank you.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
everybody.
Thank
This is
you.
so awesome.
Oh my gosh. I know we're not doing shout outs, but I have to give a shout out to Eileen Cole, who is, my daughter is an associate of her in her firm, and I had no idea. Eileen, I hope to meet you in person someday. That's my shout out. So we're back from break. I hope you enjoyed your table conversations. Let me add my thanks to all of you for making an additional donation. If you haven't had a chance to contribute this evening, you can do so until the end of our program tonight. And of course, from that point forward, we've really, thank you so much for what you're doing for our girls. It is now my pleasure to move to one of my favorite parts of this event year in, year out. And this is the presentation of the 2021 Officers Awards. Girl Scouts Nation's Capital's Board of Directors recognizes individuals, foundations, and corporations whose significant financial contributions have given more girls the chance to succeed. We are presenting 2 Officers Awards this evening, to Kathy and Dick Burton and to the Hearst Foundations. The first award will go to Kathy and Dick Burton. This video highlights what Girl Scouts means to them and some of the projects they have supported at our camps. We're so appreciative of their investment in Girl Scouting and the great outdoors.
Girl Scouts Nation's Capital is proud to present Kathy and Dick Burton with the 2021 Officers Award. This amazing couple has roots that go back many generations in Girl Scouting. Kathy and Dick are lifetime members and avid Girl Scout supporters. Their daughters, Marie, Juliet, and Marcella, were Girl Scouts and are now troop leaders for the Burtons' 3 granddaughters, Lila, Claire, and Mira, in our region. Together, they have made significant investments in our camp properties, to include Fawn Glen TP Unit at Camp Brighton Woods, Archery Pavilion at Camp Potomac Woods, Greenbrier Hammock Unit at Camp Potomac Woods, and deck replacement at Camp Brighton Woods. And they most recently also helped the council purchase a plot of land for Camp Brighton Woods. We were absolutely thrilled when they donated a family heirloom to Camp Brighton Woods. This 100-year-old wooden canoe was refinished and is now hanging in Brighton Lodge. Congratulations! Thank you for your continued service to Girl Scouts Nation's Capital.
Kathy and Dick, thank you. We know that Girl Scouts, this council, holds a special place in your heart, and hope that our gift to you this evening, which you're holding, and our presentation will always be a treasured memento of this evening. Now, I would like to ask Kathy and Dick to say a few words.
Officers, Lydia, Dick and I are honored and humbled to accept this recognition from an organization that has meant so much to our family over the years. Several times we've been in the live audience for this event and shared in the joy of those who have come before us, never dreaming that we would be selected for this honor. Like the rest of you, we're saddened that we couldn't personally join you for this great annual event, but we appreciate those who have arranged this virtual celebration and look forward to being together next year in person once again.
Thank
We
you.
really love being able to help the girls in this way. On behalf of our family, thanks again for this honor.
Oh, thank you.
Fantastic.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much. Lydia?
Kathy and Dick, wow, thank you. That was great. Our council has found a true partner with Mason Granger and the Hearst Foundation. We have identified many needs through the past 27 years, and the Hearst Foundation's always listened and relied on our guidance to determine the best use of their generous support. With a total lifetime giving of almost $420,000 together, we have provided our leadership program to underserved girls in the District of Columbia and Latina girls across our council. Here is a video about the work that we've done in this amazing partnership.
Girl Scouts Nation's Capital is proud to present the Hearst Foundations Incorporated with the 2021 Officers Award. Without a doubt, this has been a true partnership with Mason, Granger, and the Hearst Foundations. Over the last 27 years, we spoke about where the greatest needs have been for our girls and volunteers. Through their generosity, thousands of girls from underserved communities have been given essential financial aid and programming for the complete Girl Scout leadership experience. These girls have the confidence, character, and courage to navigate a complex world, but more importantly, they know the value and positive impact they have in any situation. These girls know that nothing is out of reach because they are Girl Scouts. Congratulations! Thank you for your generosity and support to Girl Scouts Nation's Capital.
So it is my extreme pleasure to introduce to you Mason Granger, the Director of Grants for the Hearst Foundations. Mason?
Is moving.
It's muted. Thank goodness his wife is there to help him out. Now we can hear you. Oh, no, you muted us. No, go back, do that again, unmute. Whoop, it's muted. There. Now we can hear you, Mason.
Okay, sorry about that. Lydia, I'm so touched by your words and by the video. And on behalf of the Hearst Foundations, I am honored and very humbled and grateful to accept this recognition. It's so gracious of all of you. We are indeed longtime enthusiastic supporters of the Girl Scout Council. Our first grant was almost 30 years ago in 1992. And during the last 10 years specifically, I've had the pleasure of making site visits to Washington. I've met many of the girls, and I've been so impressed by their aspirations and their dedication to service and to leadership. And equally impressive are the leaders and staff of the Girl Scout Council, Barbara, Lydia, Betsy, and their colleagues, an extraordinary group. I interact with a plethora of nonprofits across the country on a regular basis. And the Girl Scout Council of the nation's capital is among the finest of them, there is no doubt. And it's most pleasurable for me to be able to work with the Girl Scout Council and Lydia and her colleagues. So on behalf of the Hearst Foundations and all of us who work there, both in New York and San Francisco, we're very pleased with this honor, very grateful to you for it. And may, Lydia, you all have immense success going forward as we meet the challenges of these future years. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Mason, and thank you for everything that you do. You know, it is funders like you that make it possible for us to continue to inspire girls. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So Barbara, are you still with me? Have you finished your Prosecco?
Not yet.
Not yet. You know, there was one story that I forgot to mention when we were talking about the cookies, and somebody said to me, Lydia, that's a really great story. You should tell everybody about that. And that is that we were able to get cookies to all the men and women who are serving in the Capitol Police and in the National Guard. Thanks to Boozall and Hamilton, we were able to deliver 15,000 boxes of Girl Scout cookies to them. And they were just so grateful to have that as a little piece of home, and also to the facility staff that helped clean the Capitol. So we were really excited about that. And I just wanted to mention that story because those are the kinds of things that we just do because we're Girl Scouts and we don't necessarily shout it from the mountaintops. And sometimes it's not a bad thing to do that.
Fantastic.
I'm so glad you shared that, Lydia.
So, Barbara, we have just done our first President's Circle Golden Hour.
Yes.
And I know everyone has had much fun here tonight. And as we close out the evening, Barbara, let's report on how much money has been raised this evening to support Girl Scouts in this region.
If we were together, there'd be a drum roll right now. Thanks to all of you, we have raised, whoa, almost $70,000, $68,957. Thank you. Oh, it's going to keep going up. This is such an important evening. Thank you. This will go a long way towards helping girls dream big and do big things.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for your generosity.
And thank
let's
you
give
to
all-
Elena, was an amazing speaker. Thank you,
Yes.
Elena, for speaking, and to our honorees this evening. And thank you to the so many, there are two people though, Barbara, before we close, that I had
Yes.
not mentioned. And I always give them a chance because they're amazing. And that is Mary Rose Chappelle and Sarah Phillips, who are both 93 years young. And they found a way to get somebody to put them on so that they could be here tonight celebrating with us. And so I never want a President's Circle dinner to go by without celebrating our most esteemed elders, that we all are here thanks to the great work that they did earlier in their Girl Scout careers.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. That's a great honor. It's a great honor. And in person, we would have had the opportunity to have our
I almost feel like we
longstanding.
should stay here till it says 70. What do you think?
We're almost there.
Almost there.
$1,000 more and we're at 70.
I know, wouldn't that be nice to
Still
just be
moving
able
up,
to,
but
like,
I think
end the night?
we've stayed on time, Lydia, and I think we should let everyone get to their dinner if they're having something after this event, or continue to network and to speak to each other. I want to thank everyone who's here tonight for your generosity. Let's give ourselves a huge round of applause. Congratulations to our honorees, with much gratitude from our hearts for all you've done for Girl Scouting. Thank you.
Thank you. And we're going to send you back to your breakout rooms. If you'd like, you can also, as Barbara says, go on to dinner, but we just wanted to say thank you for everything. And go Girl Scouts.
Don't move out yet. We look forward to seeing you all again next year. Save the date, Friday, March 4th, 2022. And hopefully we'll be back at the Renaissance Hotel.
That would be lovely. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good evening.
Cheers.